right, now, so we're going to get a check on the bond market. We observe pockets of mid to long dated maturities with emphasis on the 2031, 2034, 2053 bonds. Bids hovered around the 20.50, 20.65, and the 19.00%. Interest on the short-end maturities, that's skewed towards the 2026 and the 2027 papers. If we take a look at some of the markets now, the close we saw yesterday, we see the bond market, the fixed income market, not looking so bad at this time. And definitely we're going to be talking to Chuka Nwachukwu. It's decision day right here, because we know that the MPC, they did start the meeting yesterday. Remember the last meeting, we got that massive jumbo hike there, about 400 basis points. We've got predictions for today. Some are saying 150 basis points, some say 100, and maybe possibility, of a hold, because we had a very big one, in the last meeting. So I'm going to be talking to Chuka Nwachukwu now, Head Asset and Balance Sheet Management at UBA. Great to have you on the show. Good morning.
Morning, Daddy.
Yeah, so it's decision day. What are you expecting?
Like you mentioned, expectations are high. I, for one, feel that MPC should maintain. The reason being that it's just 1 month after the last MPR increment by 400 basis points. And we've seen a drastic improvement. We've seen a lot of developments, positive developments ever since that last time. At the time, we had about at the last time of last meeting, the naira was trading around the 1,800 levels. Currently trading around the 1,300, 400 levels. So that's a drastic improvement. I believe that MPC should just give a bit of time, probably just allow maybe like a month or two to see how, to see further improvement in the last decision taking. However, market feelers is that there's going to be, if at all there's going to be any hike, it'll probably be around 100 to 150 basis points. I do not think that they will be so aggressive as the last time, about 400 basis points. So I still feel that it's for me personally, I feel it's safe to just maintain for now.
Maintain. And how would a hold stance? How would that impact, the fixed income market?
So presently, the fixed income market is highly being impacted by part of the decision taken at the last MPC meeting, which obviously has to do with liquidity. For the past 2 to 3 weeks, the system has been in debit of between 2 to 2.5 trillion. There was a little bit of respite sometime last week where we had some coupon inflows that came in about 700 billion. But as of today, it's in repo about 45 to 50 billion debit. And so that has actually affected the trading on the fixed income market. Presently, the market is a bit quiet. On the T-bill side, for example, we saw the last auction was on Wednesday last week. We saw a drop, about 37 basis point drop in the 1 year paper. It dropped to 21.12. Tomorrow there's an NTB auction as well, and then we about 161 billion will be on offer. We still see about it depends on what happens at the MPC meeting today. That will determine. So the market is generally quiet due to expectation of the MPC meeting. And so for the bond side, we've seen, like you rightly mentioned, we've seen activities on the shorter end of the curve, the 2025, 2026, 2030, 31 and 34. These papers are the next auction as well. So we've seen a bit of activities, especially bearish sentiment in anticipation of what the outcome of MPC meeting will be. And then, of course, traders trying to create liquidity in order to meet the obligations.
Right. Let's get a quick check on the FX market. We did get that circular from the CBN that is sold to BDCs, $10,000 each at 1,251 naira to the dollar. So is it safe to say we should expect maybe about 1.5% higher, than this level in the coming days?
I think what CBN has tried to do, and they've done very well, is to bring confidence back into the system, and that's what has really greatly improved, activity in the FX market. The circulars that have been passed, not only that these circulars are being implemented, very well, but also CBN is making sure that the players are also keeping to their own part of the bargain, and so sending this this intervention to the BDCs, and then of course monitoring them and making sure that they stick to the rate is something that that has brought a lot of confidence, and I believe that if this continues, we see rates even go further than 1,200 levels.
So I guess at some point maybe we should expect sub 1,000 naira to the dollar. What are you seeing?
Yeah, hopefully we should, and that I believe that's what CBN is working towards. And again, the issue with the FX is not only on the monetary aspect. I keep saying this; it's also the physical aspect has to be addressed. We need to be able to produce more crude in order to also be able to to be able to achieve our quota in terms of OPEC and of course the oil benchmark as well. And so if we're not producing enough and then we're not able to sell enough, we will not be able to to earn the expected foreign exchange that we deserve. So what CBN is currently doing is the monetary aspect of it, and it's working, and then hopefully we see better results in the next couple of weeks.
Fantastic. Hoping for the very best. Thank you so much, Chukwu Nwachukwu, Head Asset and Balance Sheet Management, UBA. Thank you. All right, so that was close for most of the markets here, talking about the FX market and the equities market, 0.49%. That was a drop. We're looking out for the close after trading today. That's Business Morning. I hand things over now to the Sunrise Daily team.